My husband Liam and I used to be the couple everyone envied. We had it all, or so it seemed. A beautiful home, a life filled with laughter, and a love that felt unbreakable. But then, his business started to crumble. The late-night phone calls began, hushed and stressed. The laughter faded, replaced by the heavy silence of unpaid bills and mounting debt. We were drowning, and I watched the man I loved disappear, replaced by a desperate stranger. One evening, he sat me down, his eyes hollow. He confessed everything. The business was gone. We were on the brink of losing our home, everything we had built together. He was broken, and my heart broke with him. I told him we'd face it together, that we could rebuild from nothing as long as we had each other. But he just shook his head, a strange, defeated look on his face. He said he had found a way out, a solution. A few days later, he told me we were going to a dinner party at a hotel. He said it was with a potential investor, someone who could save us. He bought me a stunning new dress, a deep emerald green that shimmered under the light. He told me I was beautiful, that our luck was about to change. I wanted to believe him. I needed to believe him. So, I put on the dress, styled my hair, and tried to muster a smile, pushing aside the knot of anxiety tightening in my stomach. The hotel was opulent, dripping with crystal chandeliers and gold accents. We were led to a private suite, not a restaurant. My confusion grew when we entered and found only one other person there, a man named Julian. He was older, with sharp, calculating eyes that seemed to see right through me. He oozed wealth and power. Liam was a nervous wreck, his hands trembling as he introduced us. The dinner was excruciating. Julian barely spoke to Liam, his attention fixed entirely on me. He asked about my dreams, my passions, my past. It felt less like a conversation and more like an interrogation, an assessment. Liam just sat there, nodding along, forcing a smile that never reached his eyes. The air was thick with an unspoken tension, something ugly lurking just beneath the surface of polite conversation. After dinner, Liam excused himself, saying he needed to make a quick call. He kissed my cheek, but his lips were cold. He whispered, "Just be nice to him, Chloe. Everything depends on this." Then he left, and the heavy door clicked shut behind him, sealing me in with Julian. The silence that followed was deafening. Julian finally broke it. His voice was smooth, but carried a chilling authority. "Your husband is a desperate man," he said, swirling the amber liquid in his glass. "He's willing to do anything to save himself." I started to defend Liam, but Julian held up a hand, silencing me. "He's already made the deal." My blood ran cold. "What deal?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper. Julian smiled, a predatory, humorless expression. "He's agreed to leave you here with me for the night. In exchange, I will clear all his debts, 1 million euros. The words hit me like a physical blow. I couldn't breathe. My mind reeled, refusing to accept what I was hearing. Liam, my Liam, would sell me? I felt sick. I stood up, ready to run, to scream, but Julian's next words froze me in place. "If you leave," he said calmly, "the deal is off. Your husband will have nothing. He'll be ruined, and he'll blame you for it for the rest of your life. He told me you would agree. He said you loved him enough to do this for him." Betrayal, sharp and agonizing, pierced through my shock. It wasn't just Julian. It was Liam. My husband had served me up on a silver platter. He had dressed me up for this, for him. The emerald dress suddenly felt like a costume for my own degradation. Tears streamed down my face as the full weight of Liam's betrayal crashed down on me. My marriage, my love, my entire life was a lie. I looked at Julian, this cold, calculating man who now held my fate, and my husband's, in his hands. He wasn't a monster. He was a businessman closing a deal. The real monster was the man I had married, the one who had just walked out that door, leaving me behind to pay his price. In that moment, something inside me broke. The love I had for Liam shattered into a million irreparable pieces. Julian watched me, his expression unreadable. He didn't move closer, didn't threaten me. He just sat there, waiting. He said, The choice is yours, Chloe. Stay, and your husband gets his money. Leave, and you both walk away with nothing but the ruins of your life. I thought about leaving. I thought about running out that door and never looking back. But where would I go? What would I have? Liam had taken everything from me already. The fight went out of me, replaced by a chilling emptiness. I sank back into the chair, defeated. The man I married was gone. The life I knew was over. This night wasn't just about €1,000,000. It was about the complete and utter destruction of everything I held dear. Julian gestured to a separate room. You can have that room. I won't touch you. My interest was never in buying you, but in showing you who your husband truly is. The money has already been transferred to him. He made his choice. I spent the night alone in that room, staring at the ceiling, feeling numb. The next morning, I walked out of that hotel and into a new, uncertain life. I didn't go back home. There was no home to go back to. Liam had gotten his money, but he had lost me. He had traded my love, our future, for a bank transfer. He thought he had found a solution to his problems, but all he had done was create a much bigger one. He had set me free, and I was never, ever going back. My name is Chloe, and this is the story of how my life ended and how it began again.